murdered, shot down by the state, executed in the street. This makes me shake with rage. I'm not shaking because it's cold. No. Tough guy. These are agencies that cannot be reformed. Watch.
So yeah, a lot of people are saying when you have those situations and then they say this is a domestic or isolated situation, there's no threat to the public. So that's why people try to mention those activists and getting people that, such as Renee and the shooter for these specific setups. And then a lot of people get worried, oh my gosh, I might get shot at just for accidentally driving towards an officer or whatever it is, carrying a weapon. All these gun owners getting concerned now just for carrying a weapon, that's going to give them an excuse to shoot at us. They're looking for an excuse to shoot at them. We told people that's what they were going to do with that kind of a setup. I wouldn't worry about that too much. This kind of amping up is what they're depending on, and gun owners getting upset and the activists getting upset and fearing for their lives that these crazy agents that didn't get proper training are going to just start shooting at activists and gun owners. Right, just like they're going to take all the insulin, right? And life-saving medications and make you eat maggots. Yeah, wow. It is a beautiful morning. There's that Charlie Brown sky out there. It is snowy, snowy. Yeah, 2-hour delay for school today. He is having barbecue chicken and tater tots, and we just made some hard-boiled eggs, so we can have an egg salad sandwich if he wants before they go. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, you're welcome. Actually, I have a video running too, and we're going to do a quick Bible reading, so definitely we'll do that after. That goes good with the class we were doing before. And it also kind of correlates nicely. This is the recent one. It's obviously not finished. I don't know if they ever are really. Just our doodles. This is a recent one we were doing. Do you know what it's a play on? You got it. Someone got it. Good job. I didn't think anyone was going to get it because I messed up on the cinder block. You know, the bigger cinder kind of blocks with the holes in it. And these are bricks. Yeah, so brick and block. Red cinder. You got it. Awesome. Who would have got red cinder from that? Great minds think alike. Wow, they actually got it. You get it? Because bricks and blocks, you have bricks, like red bricks, this size, and then the cinder blocks that are bigger with those 2 holes. You pick them up. Yeah, you can carry 2 at a time if you want. You stick your hand through those holes. Or you can carry them the long way. Some people switch it up, you know, just to get different, you know, pressure and stuff. Your hands start to hurt carrying all those bricks and blocks. You learn techniques for comfort reasons, I guess. Yeah. You're welcome. Red cinder. You got it. Brick and block. Red cinder. It's a red brick and a cinder block. Page 217. Judges. Panel says 216. The Book of Judges, Chapter 1, Pagan Survivors in Palestine. Chapter 2 is Infidelities. infidelities of the Israelites. Infidelities. Am I saying it right now? Infidelities. Thank you. What was I saying? Infidels. I know. Oh goodness. Deborah and Barak, chapter 4. That's a good one. We're not doing that one right now, though. Chapter 6 is the call of Gideon. You like that one? I like that one too. All right. We're going to read chapter 5, Canticle of Deborah, page 220. On that day, Deborah and Barak, son of Abinoam, sang this song. O chiefs who took the lead in Israel of noble deeds by the people who bless the Lord, hear, O kings, give ear, O princes. I to the Lord will sing my song, my hymn to the Lord, the God of Israel. O Lord, when you went out from Seir, when you marched from the land of Edom, the earth quaked and the heavens were shaken, while the clouds sent down showers. Mountains trembled in the presence of the Lord, the one of Sinai, in the presence of the Lord, the God of Israel. In the days of Shamgar, son of Anath, Shamgar, Shamgar, be a good one for class. In the days of slavery, caravans ceased. Those who traveled the roads went by roundabout paths. Gone was freedom beyond the walls, God indeed from Israel. When I, Deborah, rose, a mother in Israel, new gods were their choice. Then the war was at their gates. Not a shield could be seen, nor a lance, among 40,000 in Israel. My heart is with the leaders of Israel, nobles of the people who bless the Lord. They who ride on white asses, seated on saddlecloths, as they go their way. Sing of them to the strains of the harpers at the wells, where men recount the just deeds of the Lord, his just deeds that brought freedom to Israel. Awake, awake, Deborah, awake, awake, strike up a song. Strength, arise, Barak, make despoilers your spoil, son of Abinoam. Then down came the fugitives with the mighty. The people of the Lord came down for me as warriors. From Ephraim, princes were in the valley. Behind you was Benjamin among your troops. From Machir came down commanders. From Zebulun, wielders of the marshal's staff. With Deborah were the princes of Issachar. Barak, too, was in the valley, his course unchecked. Among the clans of the Reuben, great were the searchings of heart. Why do you stay beside your hearse, listening to the lowing of the herds? Among the clans of Reuben, great were the searchings of heart. Gilead beyond the Jordan rest. Why does Dan spend his time in ships? Asher, who dwells along the shore, is resting in his coves. Zebulun is the people defying death. Naphtali, too, on the open heights. The kings came and fought. Then they fought those kings of Canaan. Tanakh by the waters of Megiddo, no silver booty did they take. From the heavens the stars too fought. From their courses they fought against Sisera. The Wadi Kishon swept them away. A wadi, the Kishon. Then the hoofs of the horses pounded, with the dashing of his steeds. Curse Meroz, says the Lord. Hurl a curse at its inhabitants, for they came not to my help,
has warriors to the help of the Lord. Blessed among women be Jael, blessed among tent-dwelling women. He asked for water, she gave him milk. In a princely bowl she offered curds. With her left hand she reached for the peg, with her right for the workman's mallet. She hammered Sisera, crushed his head. She smashed, stove in his temple. At her feet he sank down, fell, and lay still. Down at her feet he sank and he fell. Where he sank down, there he fell, slain. From the window peered down and wailed the mother of Sisera, from the lattice. Why is his chariot so long in coming? Why are the hoofbeats of his chariot delayed? The wisest of her princesses answers her, and she too keeps answering herself. They must be dividing the spoil they took. There must be a damsel or two for each man. Spoils of dyed cloths has Sisera spoil, an ornate shawl or two for me in the spoil. May all your enemies perish thus. O Lord, but your friends be as the sun's rising in its might, and the land was at rest for 40 years. And then chapter 6, the call of Gideon. You're welcome. Give us this day our daily cocoa. Cheers. It is a cocoa. I made it with dark chocolate, with a almond milk. I don't know if it's dark chocolate or just regular chocolate. I think it's just regular chocolate, but it seems like dark chocolate to me. It doesn't say dark on the box, but I'm convinced it's dark chocolate. Why is some chocolate white? I actually really don't know. Why is some chocolate white? Do they bleach it? Oh, okay. I never knew that. That is interesting. Interesting. I never looked that up. Maybe I have and I just don't remember. Bloomed chocolate. Cool, there's a video on it too. When chocolate gets too warm, like in a hot car or a sunny spot, the cocoa butter melts and separates, migrating to the surface. So it turns white because it's called chocolate bloom. It's a harmless discoloration from sugar or fat rising to the surface caused by temperature changes or humidity. It results in a dull, whitish film that changes texture but doesn't spoil the taste. How do you know if you have real white chocolate and not imitation? That's a good question. I don't know. And what is imitation white chocolate? That cinnamon, that tasted good. Imitation white chocolate, sweetened candy product. It replaces the expensive cocoa butter. So it's mostly vegetable oils, palm kernel, coconut, or soy. Often sold as baking chips, candy melts, coating, and lacks the smooth, creamy melt in the mouth texture from the real white chocolate. You can tell the difference because the imitation kind is usually much brighter white, much cheaper, and requires no tempering. Very interesting. Could do a whole class on that. What else can you bloom?
Is that what happened to Michael Jackson? Oh no. They bloomed him. It was fleeting to the surface. Oh, that's an interesting, actually, irony there. Anyways, much love, health, and peace, all. I do. I sure hope so. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, we're right here. All we can do is hope and pray. And keeping a positive attitude is really important for our health and those around us. We do the best we can, yeah? Sorry if you hear the wrath of the dead mother sometimes. We do apologize for that. I know it sounds mean. And then you get even more upset because you feel like it's just cause to get rid of the thing speaking the truth that you don't like. And then when the police don't do that, you get upset with them and say defund the police. And then when they start to get ambushed and they send in people to help with that and the lack of security we have at a lot of places, we could keep going and going. You get the point, right? Right, so hopefully the proper authorities here in Augusta, Maine, do what they're supposed to do to help these young children in the hands of their abusers, because that is so sick and disgusting and disturbing and sad to us. When it's our own, you know, it hits a little bit harder, doesn't it, when it's on your own doorstep? Does it cut a little deeper? For some reason, right, if you hear about an accident somewhere, someone just died. Yeah, someone else just died. Someone just got shot. Right, but when you hear it's about someone you know or close to you, it affects you a little bit more, right? Well, we were supposed to have dinner later. Yeah, well, I guess you're going to change those plans. It's affecting you in a lot of ways, isn't it? Yeah, but I mean, if it just happens, someone just died. You know how many people have died since we just started filming this? It happens, right? That's life. That's what people say. Any suggestions how we can help those kids without breaking the law? And we know you can't, because we understand. Well, it's called rationale. You know, we understand capabilities and all that, so. We know at the very least what should be done for prevention and treatment so those horrible things don't happen to other people and children is to help bring proper education into the school systems and healthcare systems. They've been trying to do this for decades. Just ask REM or Stephen King or Alfred Hitchcock or Norm Macdonald. Oh wait, a couple of them are dead. Some are a little bit closer and more relevant. It hits a little bit harder to home. Why is that? Anyways, much love, health, and peace to you all. Take care now. Until we meet again. C'est la vie, c'est